Welcome back, all my amazing YouTube friends. Today's video is going to be an extremely motivating one. I woke up this day thinking I was going to be doing just your average messy house clean with me. Little did I know I was going to get the motivation to start decluttering and decluttering a lot. So I hope you guys are ready for it. If you have an area that needs to be decluttered and organized, go ahead, put me on, clean along with me, or just sit back, relax, get some motivation for later in your day. But you guys, this is gonna be a super good one. I am so proud of myself. I tackled our closet in our bedroom, which I have been putting off forever. I also finally put away the big bins that have been sitting in my room, the 2 boxes that needed to be unpacked. You guys know we moved here 4 months ago and we still had boxes that needed to be unpacked. But we are going to be tackling that today, and I am so excited to share that with you. But before we get into that, we are cleaning my bedroom and my bathroom. It just needed to be wiped down. I needed to pick up all of our laundry off of the floor. I have been so far behind on laundry, it's ridiculous. So I'm going to gather everything into the basket because I am going to be bringing that downstairs so I can do some laundry later in my day.
Baby, I've been waiting for a lifetime. Just keep on fading in all these photos, caught in the memories and captured in the highlights. Just keep on wasting. Glass after glass, I keep hoping you'll come around, drowning our fights in what.
Anyone else's trash can look like this? I swear, every single bathroom, our trash looks like this. I'm like, how do we accumulate so much trash before we take it out? I have no idea. This is actually my 8-year-old son, Austin's chore, but I am always having to remind him because you know children, they don't take the initiative. They have to be told when to do it and how to do it. So I just went ahead, took out the trash for him because it was getting beyond full. Really been loving this little toilet paper stand. I picked it up from Target. It comes in handy because I was so tired of reaching behind to grab the toilet paper. This house is so strange. It has a bidet, but it doesn't have a toilet paper holder.
Sing for me, darling, it's been quiet for a day now. Can't bear the silence inside my own head. I keep on hoping somehow we can make this all right.
Now it's time to head into our bedroom, which really needed some attention. Like I said, we are going to be moving those big bins right here, all the clutter. That has been driving me insane forever, especially because whenever I'm sitting at my desk, I do a lot of filming here, especially for my vlogging channel, and I do my meetings at my computer, and every time I'm in a meeting, all you see is this clutter behind me, and I'm so embarrassed every single time. So I am beyond thrilled that I finally tackled the mess right here. Also, if you guys have never tried the pillowcase trick for cleaning your fan, hands down, best idea ever. Whoever came up with this idea, they're a genius because it saves you from dropping dust all over the floor, all over your bed, especially because in the bedrooms, typically the fan is right over the bed and then you get dust everywhere. So this is amazing. While you pull back, you just want to hold on to everything, and then I kind of just give it a little shake so it falls into the pillowcase, and I have not dropped a single bit of dust on the bed since I started doing this.
Glass after glass, I keep hoping you'll come around, drowning our fights in whatever can be found. 'Cause I've given in to all my demons lately. You know, might be easier just to let it go. Cut the cable short and the problem solved.
So we have our George Strait and Chris Stapleton concert, and I went to Target over the weekend, got this cute top I was thinking I could wear with some shorts and some cowgirl boots, or this dress, which is so adorable, also with some cowgirl boots. So I'm really excited to dress up and have a weekend, just me and my husband. When y'all are watching it, it'll be the day after the concert, but I am so excited to go. If you guys have never seen Chris Stapleton in concert and you love country music, hands down, he is the best singer me and my husband have seen in person. He sounds exactly the same in person. His voice just like touches your soul. He's amazing. So we are so excited to go, but I'm more excited to have some alone time. I honestly can't remember the last time me and my husband have had an entire weekend to ourselves. I feel like that the last time was when we went to Vegas, which was a year ago. So I'm so excited. I can't wait to just like dress up, go out, have some alone time. I'm not sure what else we plan on doing. The concert is in Charlotte, North Carolina, so it's about a 5.5 hour drive. Since it was pretty far away, we decided we're gonna head up there on Friday. I'm gonna be pulling the kids out of school a little early. That way I can drop them off at my sister's house, and then I have to drop my dogs off at the dog watchers. And then we're probably gonna head out hopefully by 2 o'clock. That way we don't get there super late. That's our plan. I'm super excited. I can't wait to share with you guys how it goes. I am gonna vlog a lot of it for Instagram, TikTok, and my vlogging channel. So make sure you guys are following me on those channels as well. It was definitely time for me to mop in here. I haven't done it in quite some time, and you guys know the story. The floors up here get so slippery, especially when they are dirty with the dust and the dirt. It's slippery. Both me and my husband about fall and bust our butt every time we get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. So it's time to mop the floors, get them fresh and clean so we don't slip and fall.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now.
Here is my dreaded closet, the area I have been putting off for 4 months. I just didn't even know where to start in here. As you can see, we have tons of shoes just piled up everywhere, books, clothes. Both me and my husband have went through our clothes and decluttered a lot. So I don't know if there's really much more clothes that we want to get rid of at this time. So I really just had to make this space work. My husband does have a lot of big Lego sets, and they were just up in the closet. And I was like, you know what? They really don't need to be up here. I was going to try to fit them down here. This is his gaming area, another area that causes stress when I look at it because, I mean, look at the clutter. But I was going to attempt to fit them inside of here, and then you'll see what happens. But I end up, when I came down here and tried to store these down here, I was like, you know what? I'm going to declutter this area as well. So just one more thing that I checked off of my list of things that I had been putting off.
I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out. So try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, nothing can break me. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City it's my time now. I'm gonna be my...
So this bin is all busted up from the movers. So I was like, you know what? I might as well just move it into a better bin. I pulled this out of the shed. Hopefully I can fit all of this into here and then move this into the garage to clear up this space, because this space really stresses me out.
No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my...
No! It doesn't fit. I'm just gonna put these in the garage. They're in a box.
in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, nothing.
This bin is really like some miscellaneous electronics, so I just went ahead, downsized it into a more appropriate bin. Obviously, this still has a lot of room in here, and I might take some of the bins that I have in my downstairs closet that have all of our extra cords. I might just put those inside of that bin too to free up some space in the closet, but I'll do that another time. My main focus was getting this stand cleared away. We had so much junk on top of it, and this little deer in my basket full of ducks actually came from my father-in-law. You guys know he recently passed away, and we ended up grabbing just a few things from his home just to remember him and keep close by. So my husband picked out these little ducks. He said they were always in the house ever since he was a little boy. So we grabbed those, that little deer, and we also have his rocking chairs. We put those on our front porch. So those items are really special to us, and I'm just glad that we have those to hold on to for the future. But as you can see, wiping down the gun safe, we also had our air filters sitting on top of it that I had meaning to change for, a couple weeks. So I'm gonna go ahead and change out the air filters while I'm at it.
Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive.
Who else is a distracted cleaner? I always get sidetracked. Every time I'm cleaning, I'll walk into a room to either pick something up or put away something, and then I'll notice something else and start cleaning and then be like, oh wait, what was I doing? That's definitely me, and that's what happened whenever I got started in the closet. I started with the Legos off of the shelf, and then I got distracted and started cleaning downstairs. But I am not complaining, because that was definitely an area that I had wanted to clean for a long time. But we are finally done with downstairs, and we're heading back upstairs to start tackling my closet. We do have a box hiding underneath my husband's clothes, so I needed to pull that out, go through that one, as well as the box that's sitting in our bedroom.
Oh, baby, baby, good at thinking out loud, but not too good at keeping promises. No. Oh, did you fool yourself enough to be proud? Oh, baby, baby, good at thinking. Even though your mama told you be the best that you can, she never warned you for the monsters dancing in your head, the devil on your shoulder strung you up on a thread. But I don't need to tell you, hey, don't you look at me like that when you break my heart like that, like you're feeling sorry. It's your own fault. Now toss the salt. Don't you look at me like that, walking out the door like that.
My best advice for decluttering, especially when you're trying to save money and do it on a budget, is reuse things that you have around your house. So these little wooden looking cubbies, those are actually from my boys' bedroom. I bought those years ago, and I've just been holding on to them. I'm big on getting rid of things, and I do a lot of decluttering, but when it comes to bins and storage items, I really try to hold on to all of them because you just never know when you could use them, when it will fit your space again. So I highly recommend, if you hold on to anything, hold on to your storage containers because they usually come in handy another time. So I pulled those out of my boys' bedroom and I end up using them to store not only the books at the top of the closet, but I'm also going to use those to store our shoes. My shoes have been an ongoing issue. I just don't know what I want to do. I've looked at shoe racks and I was thinking about buying them, but I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to have room in here because the whole plan, like this entire time, is to downsize my husband's Pokemon, which are those clear bins in my bedroom. We wanted to downsize those, put them into new bins because those got destroyed, and then move them into our closet because it's the only space where we could really store something so big out of sight. So I was like, if we're gonna put all those containers in our closet, there's no way I'm gonna be able to fit a shoe rack. Like, it's just not gonna fit. So those little bins ended up coming in handy and worked out perfectly for my shoes and also for all the little extra bags and luggages that I had. I just tried to cram them all inside of each other. So if you guys have a lot of extra purses or any sort of bags, I recommend storing them inside of your luggage. It really comes in handy, as well as if you have like bigger luggage, put your smaller luggage inside of it. It'll really help save some space, especially if you have to store it in your closet like us.
Now toss the salt. Oh, baby, baby, I don't know what to say. Every beginning's gonna end up the same. Spare me your thoughts and get out of my way. Baby, 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 baby.
I was planning on waiting until the end to vacuum, but y'all, it was so dusty and nasty in here. I had so much dust and hair on my black pants. I was like, there's no way. I have to vacuum as I go because everything that I pulled out had some sort of dog hair or human hair all over it.
Be the best that you can. She never warned you for the monsters dancing in your head. The devil on your shoulder strung you up on a thread. But I don't need to tell you. Hey, don't you look at me like that when you break my heart like that, like you're feeling sorry. It's your own fault. Now toss the salt. Don't you look at me like that, walking out the door like that. You're not feeling sorry.
My husband is definitely a hat collector. He has every single hat under the sun that you can think of and in almost every single color. But he did get rid of a lot whenever we moved. I mean, when I tell you he got rid of a lot, he probably got rid of, I'd say, a minimum of 100 hats. And we still have so many. I'm like, why do you need so many hats? I don't know. He drives me crazy. But I do have this cool little organizer for hats that you hook onto a hanger and you hang in your closet. I love it. I think it works great. The only downside to the hat organizer that we have is that it does take up quite some space in your closet whenever you hang it up. So just something to keep in mind if you decide to get a hat organizer like mine. I love it. It works great, but it does take up room in your closet.
Now toss the salt. It's a devil on your shoulder. Devil on. It's a devil on your shoulder. Devil on. It's a devil on your shoulder. Oh, devil on. It's a devil on your shoulder. Devil on. It's a devil on your shoulder. Devil on. It's a devil on your shoulder. Shoulder. Hey, don't you look at me like that. Hey, like you're feeling sorry. Don't you look at me like that when you break my heart like that, like you're feeling sorry. Cause you're not feeling sorry. Hey, hey. Don't you look at me like that when you break my heart like that, like you're feeling sorry. It's your own fault. Now toss the salt. Don't you look at me.
I tried to organize the shoes into the bins as best as I could. So I put like all of my high heels, dress up shoes inside of one. And then I kind of put like my winter shoes inside of another, my bigger boots inside of another. And then the ones on the floor ended up being like a miscellaneous one, just whatever was left over. And then my husband has one bin at the very bottom too. And then I pretty much just left his shoes on the rack because his shoes are so much bigger. So I was like, it's really no point in putting them inside of the little bins because I'm not going to be able to fit that many in there.
Feeling sorry, it's your own fault. Now toss the salt. It's a devil on your shoulder. It's a devil on your shoulder. It's a devil on your shoulder. Oh, it's a devil on your shoulder. It's a devil on your shoulder. It's a devil on your shoulder. Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low.
I was really contemplating on just moving this entire box downstairs to get rid of because obviously we haven't touched it in 4 months, which means we likely don't use the stuff. But I decided I'm going to go through it. I'm just going to see what's in here. It was a lot of stuff from his old work. So one of the things with his position is he would get a lot of free stuff, like a lot of koozies, sweaters, jackets, hats, beanies. I mean, you name it, tumblers. He would get so many things that would have his company name on it, and that's basically what was in this box. So I was just kind of picking through it, seeing what we wanted to hold on to, what we wanted to get rid of, and then there was a lot of winter gear. So I do end up pulling out one more bin to put all of the winter hats and gloves into that and then stick it on the shelf. That way we know exactly where it's at and it's all combined.
Hoping I'll be fine, but I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I can see everything.
This bag was so heavy. He has, I think it's called like weighted hunting corn or something. It looks like corn, but it's weighted and you put it inside of stuff when you want to like help hold it down whenever you go hunting. That is what's inside of that bag. So it was so heavy. I was trying to like move it around, find a good spot for it, make sure it wasn't going to fall off the shelf on someone's head.
Trying to fly 'cause I'm light as a feather. But I get high, I get low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong. Hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again.
So here are some more of the hat organizers. I had 2 of them hanging up already, and then when I went through the box, I found the other 2, so I was like, perfect, because my husband had all those hats sitting on the dresser in our bedroom, as well as all over that shelf, so I went ahead and hung up as many of the hats as I could.
I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been.
Oh my gosh, you guys, look how much better it is in here. It's amazing, but it's not completely finished because like I said, I still needed to go through those Pokemon bins, move them into here. So that's gonna be the next thing that I start going through. But first, I need to clean up the mess that's outside of the closet. Whenever I was going through our things, there were some items that I needed to move out of the closet that didn't need to stay in here. So that's everything that's piled up. I'm gonna go ahead, move all that into its correct spot.
In trances, going all to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. You like the fast life, you like to drive, get down and dirty, act like the bad guy. You want some love, be like when you feel like calling at midnight.
I just love how you like get one area looking nice and clean and then you turn around and you're like, crap, I made a mess over here now. I swear, every time I'm cleaning, it's always like that. I like pile stuff up in the hallway or in the room next to it, and then I'm like, crap, now I have to go clean this. So as you can see in the hallway, I have all the laundry piled up, the boxes that I need to throw away. I'm just throwing it all in there. We're going to tackle that after I finish my bedroom. So that box that was sitting on top of the bins was actually full of all of my husband's Pokemon binders. So that made it really easy. I knew all I needed to do was put that into a bin. So I'm going to try to transfer everything into our new blue bins. And thankfully, whenever I was going through everything, I realized some of these bins were okay. Some of them, the lid was broken, and then others, the actual bin was broken. So I was able to salvage, I believe, 2 of them. I just had to swap around like the bins and the lids.
Your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. I wonder, would you love me better if I go? I'm not home. I wonder, can we trust the stars above to let us?
I really was trying to wait for my husband to do this because I was so scared to mess anything up. You guys know these are all collectibles, and my husband has spent an insane amount of money on this stuff, you guys. It's insane how much money he has spent on Pokemon, but I know they're collectibles and they're supposed to be worth a lot more later. He's actually been thinking about selling some of them just because we have so many, and it really wasn't a big deal in our last house, but the houses here in Virginia are a lot smaller, and I just don't know how we're going to store all of this stuff. We don't want to pay for a storage unit again. We had a storage unit back in Texas, and it's just a lot of money. And when you really sit back and think like how much money you spend every single year just to store your stuff, by the time you pay for years and years of storage, you're like, I could have rebought everything in the storage unit. So we just can't bring ourselves to have a storage unit again. So honestly, I really hope he starts selling some of this stuff because trying to store it in the house is difficult. But I was extra careful with moving everything around. I tried to reuse the bubble wrap. That way I kept everything in hopefully good condition. Some of the stuff that was at the top of the bins did get ruined. Like one of the items were like popped open because the movers were just so rough with everything. But overall, I was really happy with how everything looked. It wasn't as bad as we really thought it was going to be after the whole ordeal that we had with those awful movers.
Your aura pass me by, losing balance.
tell y'all, this stuff is heavy. It is heavy. It's like, holy cow, that is a lot of cards to make it that heavy. But I ended up rearranging my husband's clothes, shoving them all to one side so I could fit the two bins on top of each other. I feel like it fits pretty well. I might have my husband see if there's anything else he could possibly get rid of just so his clothes aren't so crammed together.
I'm not home. I wanna know, can we trust this that's about to let us know? I had to go. Whoa. I really wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life, but I never really put up a fight, didn't follow my dreams.
This bin right here was by far the heaviest one. So all of these little white boxes are entirely full of Pokemon. So they're like just the random Pokemon he's already opened up, and he like went through them and took out the really good ones, and those are just the extras. Yeah, this entire Tupperware is full of Pokemon cards, and it is heavy. So no wonder that bin that it was in got all busted up at the bottom. It was all cracked and destroyed. So I just moved it into the bin that wasn't broken. And then I decided, you know what? I'm just going to store it in the corner of the room. I honestly just thought there was no way all 4 of these were going to fit in our closet. So I stuck it over here. But whenever my husband got home, he was like, no, let's just try to fit it in the closet. So I let him do the heavy lifting because y'all, it was already hard enough for me to get this bin up on top of the other one. So I was like, you can rearrange them because they are too heavy. So he ended up moving them into the closet on my side of the closet. So we put one on my side and then one more on his side. And I was shocked. It actually fit in the closet. So now we have no bins in our bedroom. I'll have to show you guys in our next video what it looks like. But we moved the bins to the closet, and I put my little wicker baskets right here in this little space, and it looks so much better in our bedroom. It looks so big and open. I love it.
What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. Just listen to me as I say. Slow it down, dreams still yours if you want it. Enjoy the ride, 'cause those ups and those downs is what makes it worth the while. You will make it in time. I never left a stone.
Now that my room is beautiful and decluttered, it is time to finish what I started and clean up the hallway that is now full of all the trash and clutter. I also have the air mattress and bedding sitting on the floor because over the weekend we had the cousins stay the night, and so I blew up the air mattress and had them, had them sleep on it. So I needed to put that away. We deflated it. We just had it sitting there. But as soon as I got done cleaning up this mess and finishing all of this up, I ended up taking all of that trash to the dump because we had just cleared out our garage again for like the 15th time since we moved here. We just went and took everything to the dump, and I was like, you know what? I'm not about to stick all these bins and all this trash into the garage and pile it up again. So I thankfully had enough time to run to the dump and drop it off before the kids got out of school. So y'all, I felt so productive this day. I just love the fact that I can just drive right up the road, go to the dump, drop off stuff for free. It's amazing. So I'm definitely taking full advantage of it and trying to keep the clutter from piling up in our house.
Trying to find some love in this crazy world. I feel like I was never heard. All I wanted was to be loved. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get
The struggle is real with picking up an air mattress. If you guys have picked one up, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. It's such a pain. But let me tell you, buying the air mattresses that have the built-in pumps Hands down best investment. If you guys are going to buy an air mattress, buy one with the built-in pump because it will deflate the mattress for you and go completely flat, which makes your life so much easier. I promise you it's worth the extra money because now when I pick it up, it's so easy. You don't have to keep like mashing it and trying to get the air out of it. It's game changing, just trust me. But we are now coming to the end of today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it motivated you guys to tackle an area in your house. If it did, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, I'd love for you to hit the subscribe button, join my YouTube family. I do upload cleaning motivation every single week and I would love to have you here. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.